Premier Anastasia Palaszczuk making the most of election eve. A major border announcement and fiery leaders debate, headlining the final day on the campaign trail. On Friday, the Premier, who's fighting for her third term, announced that the border bubble will be extended to all of New South Wales from 1 a.m. on November 3. But it'll remain closed to Victoria and, crucially, residents of Greater Sydney. All up 32 local government areas in New South Wales banned from the Sunshine State.
I have to accept the Chief Health Officer's advice.
A move that's been criticised by Qantas boss Alan Joyce for killing Christmas. Sydney-siders pump $3 billion into the Queensland economy each year.
If the borders had opened on July the 1st, as you demanded, what do you think the impact would have been on Queensland?
You can rewrite history as much as you like.
She wanted the borders to be open.
And the Premier has politicised the border.
In another last-ditch effort to sway undecided voters, the Premier and opposition leader yesterday went head-to-head in the second leaders' debate, trading barbs on everything from borders, euthanasia to LNP costings.
How can Queenslanders trust you with another 4 years after 5 years of integrity scandals?
Deb Frecklington out to avenge her loss on Wednesday night.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this election is a clear choice. It's a clear choice between a positive economic plan or no economic plan. Business as usual. Well, business as usual just won't cut it.
Today, after 4 long weeks of campaigning, Queensland finally heads to the polls. Polling booths officially opened at 8 a.m, but already more than 1 million Queenslanders had cast their ballot. A record turnout for pre-poll voting, opening 2 weeks before Election Day, is the earliest voting in the state's history. History will record the 2020 Queensland election as one of many firsts. The first between 2 women, the first awarding the victor a 4-year term. And it'll be one to watch for political incumbents right across the country, where for the first time, we'll see how much the pandemic plays into people's votes. Deb Frecklington's key election promises include the new Bradfield scheme, which proposes moving floodwaters from the north to south to drought-proof parts of regional Queensland, reducing surgical wait lists by partnering with the private sector, a $33 billion plan to 4-lane the Bruce Highway, and reviewing abortion on request legislation. But the LNP's big-ticket promises are largely unfunded. Palaszczuk is pinning her hopes on her coronavirus track record. Labor has also pledged to legalise euthanasia for the terminally ill, provide an extra $74 million for the tourism sector, and establish 7 new mini-hospitals in southeast Queensland for chemotherapy and mental health services. The million-dollar question is, when will we know the result of this year's election? Forget an election night victory. A clear result may not be known for days due to the number of postal votes. One thing that is for sure, it will be close. And thank you for watching 6 News' special coverage of the Queensland election. We'll bring you the result of the election as it is announced across our social media platforms. I'm Connor Alforque. Bye for now.